For Dragon Age fans like myself, it seems like it's been an impossibly long trip. And the game isn't even out yet. After a few false starts, direction changes, and years with little to no news, Dragon Age Dreadwolf remains a highly awaited addition in BioWare's famous franchise. In recent months, the developer has also offered some more substantial information for players to consider, including a confirmed title, trailers, and some behind-the-scenes glances that have helped attract fans for the franchise's first direct sequel. In addition to developing a new environment, this new game might dive deeper into familiar themes such as Thedas' Elven culture. Thedas' many races have helped to provide diversity and cultural conflict in the previous games, and the Dragon Age series Elves have had an intriguing place in the narratives of each game so far. However, given the identity of Dragon Age Dreadwolf's antagonist and the story that Inquisition has set up, Elves look like they'll have a much more prominent position in the upcoming game. This could be BioWare's chance to properly dive into the history of this race and the part they had to play in Thedas. Players gradually learn more about Elven society throughout the previous Dragon Age games. Whether they choose to play as an elf in Dragon Age Origins or Inquisition, and see this personally, or whether they learn about it through interactions with their companions and other NPCs, the history of the Elves is an important component of shaping Thedas' culture. Elves were once a powerful and advanced culture that could incorporate magic and the Fade into every part of their lives. Solas's invention of the Veil unintentionally led to the Elves' demise and the loss of practically all magic, converting them from mighty to vulnerable beings. Humans soon exploited this weakness, as usual, and the rise of the Tevinter Imperium and the enslavement of elves changed the course of the continent's history forever. Now largely split into the nomadic and traditional Dalish and the subjugated city dwellers, Elven culture has all but vanished. The plight of the elves is often a theme within the narrative of the games, and this came to the forefront more during Dragon Age Inquisition and its DLC with characters like Solas. Solas's quest to destroy the Veil and restore his people to their previous position appears to be the main narrative thread that will run through Dragon Age Dreadwolf. After the reveal that Solas was in fact the Elven god of rebellion, Fenarel, many of the myths that elves had believed about themselves and their origins were overturned. While Solas may no longer be a companion, he is still a useful conduit through which gamers and the characters in Dragon Age Dreadwolf can learn the truth about ancient Elven culture. Aside from Solas, the apparent conflicts between elves and the Tevinter Imperium, given their history and the current situation of slavery inside the human country, should provide some fascinating narrative opportunities, especially if players are given the option to choose an elf as a protagonist again. Playing as an elf in Dragon Age Dreadwolf will have new dimensions, whether as an elven outsider or a born and bred Tevinter slave, and will also allow the Dragon Age series to explore Elven culture within Tevinter for the first time. I personally cannot wait to see what they'll do with the story of Dragon Age Dreadwolf. I personally haven't gotten over the betrayal of Solas. I cannot be held responsible for whatever I'll do when I see him again. I hope my companions are around to hold me back. Just know that I'll be waiting to see if there's yolk in that egg. Okay, I need to calm myself down a minute. Yeah, not gonna happen. I need more than a minute for that. You know what? Do the subscribey thing and I'll see you in the next video or something. Well, with that said, have a lovely day. Bye-bye. Talio.